We are exiting our lazy girl era, and this is how we're gonna do it. But what's causing you to be in this rut? If it is your mental health, then please prioritize it and seek professional help. But if it's just one of those days where you don't feel like doing anything, girl, get up. It is time to do something about your life. I don't know about you, but this year we are entering into our productive era, and it is time for us to stop feeling sorry for ourselves when the things that we had planned for the year we didn't achieve. So, this is what we're gonna do. But first, I just want to let you know that I know what it feels like to just want to be lazy, to not want to get out of bed, to feel like you're just in this toxic cycle of never getting things done. It happens to a lot of us. It still happens to me sometimes, even on what I feel is my most productive days. I still feel like I could have done more. So it's okay. It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. Now, let's get into some of these tips so that you can exit your lazy girl era. But wait, before we get into those tips, you need to create a vision board for yourself for the productive girl that you are trying to be in 2025. What does she look like? What does she possess? What qualities does she have? What is it that she's trying to achieve this year? What are her routines look like? What is her morning routine, her nighttime routine? What does she do during the day? You need to figure out what that person looks like, and that will make it easier to start setting certain systems in place. One of the first and easiest things that we're gonna do is literally get out of bed. Something so small can help you so much in just being productive. I know a lot of us are working from home. That means we're working in bed, which is not a good idea sometimes. And maybe you can be productive. I have had some days where I am productive, but for the most part, I'm probably half asleep, trying to be productive, and ending up not being productive and being frustrated with myself. If you are working from home, treat it as if it is a normal day going into the office. So that means opening up your blinds or your curtains so that sunlight can come in, so that you can tell your brain that it is daytime and it is time to get up and work. Make your bed, get out of your pajamas, brush your teeth, wash your face, shower, get fresh, put on some perfume, some lotion, put on a really cute loungewear set, something that you're going to be comfortable in. Avoid working out of your bed. There's just that shift in your brain that will just allow you to associate your bed with only sleeping instead of working. So get out of your bed and sit at a desk and get some work done. That is just one of the ways that's going to help you to not become so lazy. Another thing that you can do is called habit stacking, and this is something James speaks about in his book Atomic Habits. So what this means is basically choose a habit that you're already doing and then try add onto it. For example, if you're someone who likes to drink coffee every single morning, but now you want to start implementing drinking more water. So what you want to tell yourself is before you have your cup of coffee in the morning, make sure that you have a full glass of water, and then only can you have your coffee. Having a morning and a nighttime routine. Having a nighttime routine will determine how you have your morning routine and how your whole day is set up pretty much. Having a morning routine really sets the tone for the day. What my morning routine looks like is as soon as I get out of my bed, I make sure that I open the curtains so that I can let natural sunlight to come in, which will also stop the production of melatonin, which we will speak about later on, so stay tuned for that. I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, and then I do my morning devotional. So whether that's reading the Psalms in the Bible, or perhaps just journaling, or maybe reading some of the other books in the Bible, that's what I like to do, just to set the tone for my day and to just put God first. When I'm done with that, I get dressed in some gym wear and I head over to the gym. I like to leave my phone sometimes, but I take it just in case there's emergencies. Leaving my phone allows me not to open up my messenger apps and social media and all the scrolling that happens, because once you start doing that, you end up down a rabbit hole. So I have 3 non-negotiables for my morning routine. So figure out what would be your 3 non-negotiables, whether it's your morning routine or nighttime routine, and stick to it and try to be consistent, because this is going to help you become disciplined and to set the tone for the days, weeks, and months to come. By the way, in between all of these things, you need to make sure you are hydrated. Sometimes you're not hungry, you're just thirsty. Move your body, whatever that looks like, whether it's doing high intensity cardio, whether it's weightlifting, swimming, walking, running, whatever will suit your schedule, do that, because the more you move, it allows your mental health to become way more better. You're alleviating stress off of yourself and you're becoming more energized throughout the day. Now, this is a really big one for me, and it is time management. I know maybe I'm preaching to the converted, but I still am a big procrastinator. For me, some days are easier than others. What has helped me to get through some of those really difficult days where I really don't feel like doing anything is putting the most difficult tasks up front and making sure that I get that done first, and leaving the easier tasks towards the end of the day. At the beginning of the day, you still have a lot more energy, a lot more focus, and just bandwidth in general. So it's much easier to get the more tedious, difficult tasks right up front, moving along, and then obviously you are left with the easier tasks. Even if it doesn't require a lot of brain function, that will put you at more ease. Input systems instead of goals. This is easier as it allows you to track your progress even after the initial goal has been achieved. For example, instead of setting a goal to clean your room daily, input systems that allows you 20 minutes to clean your room. These systems that we build and implement truly allow for us to sustain the progress and the success that we will see later on. Something to motivate yourself is perhaps telling yourself, once you've done this really difficult goal, you'll reward yourself. One of the most tedious tasks that I hate doing is washing my makeup brushes. But what I do is I like to incentivize myself so that at the end of the goal, I know that there is something that is waiting for me. So for example, I'll tell myself that if I wash these 20 makeup brushes, then I'll allow myself to watch at least 2 to 3 YouTube videos. Make it fun, make it a game, do whatever is necessary so that you are able to be productive and do the things that you need to do. This one is also a really big one for me and maybe for you too, but declutter. My physical space will tell you a whole lot about what is happening with my mental state. For me, a clean space allows me to be more productive. I'm able to think better, and also I'm less stressed because I'm not looking at the mess that's in front of me. For me, I try and make sure on a daily basis that my space is clean, because it honestly just alleviates that anxiety. Maybe for you, daily is not going to work, so try implement weekly resets where perhaps on a Saturday or a Sunday you are going to reset, declutter, clean your space, and make sure that you start the week afresh. Remember when I touched on having a night routine earlier in the video? You need to have a sleep schedule. I don't know about you, but I need at least between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. We are not getting any younger, and honestly, it is getting tiring being tired every single day. We are grown women who need to do grown things with big dreams. So we need to be sleeping early, getting our beauty sleep so that we wake up and we conquer the day. What's going to help you to get into a sleep schedule is to make sure that an hour before you go to bed, you are unwinding and you are allowing your body to go into the rest and digest phase. Please don't be scrolling an hour before you go to bed, 30 minutes, 10, 5 minutes before you go to bed, because the blue light on your phone tricks your brain into thinking that it's still daytime, which delays the production of melatonin, which is the sleep hormone in your body. And this is why you might probably have some sleep issues. I know it's hard, especially when you've already gotten into a routine of always being on your phone before bedtime, but trust me, it will help a ton. Maybe try to replace that with something by reading a book, reading your Bible, journaling, or just lying down on your bed and just being still and having some quiet time. Whatever is going to work for you so that you can have a really good night rest. Maybe this is something that you haven't even thought of, but it will help you to exit your lazy girl era, and that is finding a hobby. Hobbies are a great way to take your mind off of things, and it also helps you to alleviate the anxiety that you have by being in your lazy girl era, because we already know that you are stressing about why you're not being productive and how you're feeling lazy. Using your hands and focusing on something else will allow you to break that anxiety cycle that you probably find yourself in. Look for short activities with visible results for you, whether it's roller skating, whether it's playing paddle, whether it's painting, or whether it's learning how to bake. Whatever it is for you, find something that you can find joy and peace. Last one, and maybe you didn't really expect to hear this, but it's okay to rest and reset and have a routine for that. Yes, we have to work hard, we have to be responsible and accountable, but that doesn't mean that you need to work yourself to the bone to the point where you are burnt out and this is affecting your mental health and putting yourself at risk as a whole. Yes, it's okay to grind and work hard, and a lot of these things are going to require sacrifice, but remember that rest is just as important. There's definitely a difference between prioritizing rest and just being lazy. Chill on the weekends, eat what you're craving, watch your movies and your series. Don't allow yourself to always feel bad for just wanting to do nothing sometimes. You deserve to spoil yourself every now and then after you've done the hard work. Now, sometimes we never really truly arrive at the destination, but it's a journey, and I believe that we are all in the phase of becoming. I don't think we ever truly arrive. You're not always going to get it right, and I don't believe that is a reason for you to punish yourself. But as long as you stay the course and you are still on the path, you'll always find your way back again. Honestly, just love yourself. Life is hard enough. I hope that these tips were really helpful and practical for you as you exit out of your lazy girl era and enter into your productive era. Comment down below what is one habit that you are taking away from this video and that you are going to implement in 2025. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow for another daily vlog as part of the hashtag 75 hard challenge. Maybe you just had to realize that knowing the difference can make all the difference.